Hey guys, it's your girl Roshana again. I promised you 2 videos today, so that's what I'm doing. This one though is like more of a dilemma that I'm having, so I'm gonna give you guys the question and I'm gonna pull some cards and see if maybe I can like go through the questions, ask myself those questions, and possibly get to some sort of an answer. So yeah, the dilemma I'm having is kind of a heavy one today. And again, I can use all of your feedback, any experience that you've had, any advice that you can give, that would be great. I'll read through it all. But my dilemma that I'm having is in dating, how do you create boundaries and not walls? So for me, I love finding out about people. I love talking to people. I love getting to know them. I mean, I want to know everything from your love language to um, basically just anything that you are open to telling me. I'm open to learning about, just so I can really know how to love you in the right way. And this goes from like friends to relationships. But I definitely have a problem with opening up to people. Um, One of the things definitely that I talked about with my therapist when I was going, she was like, how can you let someone really get to know you if you have these walls up? But for me, those walls protect me. So in putting up these walls, I just have very low expectations of people. I like, well, we're not like officially together, so like, you don't have to do this, you don't owe me this, but I know lowering expectations of people also in turn like lowers my self-worth. And so it's not the best wall to have because I mean, I can still get hurt because I should expect more of people. I should expect people to treat me the way that I'm treating them. So basically, that's what today's video will be about is putting up like how do I put up healthy boundaries and not put up walls. So let's go to the cards. Again, I'm using the And Self Edition cards, and maybe they can help me navigate through this. Again, I would definitely love to hear from you guys too, but let's see what the cards have to say. So first thing is, what mistake do I wish I could stop making? What would I lose by correcting this mistake? What mistake do I wish I could stop making? I think I kind of already explained it to you guys. The mistake that I wish I could stop making is lowering expectations of people. I feel like it's not the best for me as far as letting people slide with things. Even though we're not like in a committed relationship yet, we're building a relationship. So even like on the little small things, maybe I should take that as just like a warning sign, that if they say that they're going to do something, then they should follow through. And even though they don't technically owe me anything, if they really do care for me the way they say they care for me, then I shouldn't let them slide like that. But yeah, that is the mistake I wish I could stop making, I guess, is just letting people slide because we're not in a committed relationship yet. I should open up and tell them how I feel right at that time, and be truthful. Um, what would I lose by correcting this mistake? I probably I wouldn't lose anything actually. I'd probably gain time if I just trusted my instinct more, and when they showed me just different things that are like red flags. Like I said, if I expected more of them, they didn't meet that expectation. Instead of me feeling like I'm losing out on something, I'd probably be gaining more time and be able to just kind of be like, well, you taught me something. I'm just going to move on to the next person. The second question is, how have I grown most in the last year? In regards to dating and boundaries, how have I grown? I mean, I've recognized at least to me. I guess a part of growing is like recognizing when you're making the same mistake, but now I need to correct it. So yeah, this year I have grown in being more vulnerable. I have grown in being more forthcoming with what I want and telling that to my partner, but I definitely have to enforce it. I can't just let people slide. So I've grown a little bit, but I guess I still need to work on some things. So I feel like I'm kind of close to my answer, but this last one says, is this about me or about being worried about others? I guess it's a little bit of both. I feel like I am always worried about others. That's why I always ask them about how they're doing, and I try to care for them the best that I can. But I think having boundaries would be healthy for both of us. If I set my expectations and explain my expectations, then they would know where I'm coming from. But it would probably help me too, because then I know that they are doing their best to take those steps to care for themselves and care for me as well. So I feel like boundaries is about both of us. It's about me being worried about me and being worried about them too. In the end, it'd probably save us both a lot of time. So yeah, just to review, I feel like I did kind of get my answer. You guys kind of see how the cards work again. So in the beginning, I was just asking, like, how do you create boundaries without putting up walls? And from answering the questions on the cards, it seems like, for me at least, putting up boundaries is stating my expectations, communicating those expectations to people, and just standing firm in those expectations, not letting them slide. So if someone doesn't do something, instead of saying like it's okay or like you owe me nothing, just to be truthful and be like, well, we talked about this in the beginning. These were some of my expectations. This kind of hurt when you did this, and wait for their response. If their response isn't what I want it to be or what it should be, then maybe it's time to end that. Maybe not in that relationship, but kind of reassess things. So yeah, again, if you guys have anything that will help, I will definitely take that advice. Any feedback that you have, any experiences that you have, leave it in the comments. Write me a message in my DMs. I am here quarantining still. So yeah, thanks again for listening.